said you won the elections. If you would like to expatiate on what you meant by that, in what areas do you think, because your speech does look to me like the elections is flawed as far as you're concerned. What is the evidence that you have to support the claim about the conduct of the election? And you can tell us which areas, what are the aspects of the elections you think that are not right. The second part of my question is the journey since Saturday election. You seem to have formed an alliance with other political parties like the PDP. Are you doing this challenge on the election or the outcome of the election alongside with them? How much of a partnership do you have with the PDP? Have you spoken to the candidate of the PDP? What kind of alliance are you forming? Again, because of the sensitivity of the outcome, the nation went into a very crucial and tense election, came out of it, things the nation is still very tense. And also, we discovered that the nation had decided to come together. What kind of words are you going to send out to your supporters and your followers in respect to the fact that we must have a nation first and then we must be able to keep the nation together? And lastly, I've reached out to the national assembly to accept thank you.
Well, you did ask me the process and the areas. If I tell you all this, I don't know what I'll be telling the court. We are past the stage of that because we were asked to go to the court. Isn't that what it said? So let's go there. Remember that I'm obedient. I'm going to go where I'm directed to go. Sure. And then you will see where and how. Or just to give you an emphasis, in 2015, the number of registered voters, if I can remember, is about, what was it again? About 67 million registered voters and 29.4 voted. In 2019, that tally increased to about 84 million. And about 28.4 million voted. And then we were told that about 11 million registered in 2022. If I'm correct, which brought the registration to about 95, but 87 collected their PVC because of the issue of not being able to collect the PVC. But only 23.3 million voted. You can see how Nigeria works. So we have an increase of 11 million, and the voters dropped by sharply by over 20% instead of increasing. The reason was due to manipulation and reduction and removal and inputs of votes here and there. Because otherwise the number is supposed to have increased. It didn't increase. Because people were busy doing what is wrong. And we have chosen our challenge this rascality for the future of the country. Nigeria cannot conduct election 63 years after independence. It's something everybody should reflect on. Unexamined life is unworthy. And we can't go on like this. Sharon, you asked about the alliance. We are not in alliance. we are discussing and in partnership with other people and any other Nigeria who feels hot as we do. I've said it and I repeat, I have all my life challenged the process. I believe that the process through which you can get anywhere is respected. As a person, I've had a school award me a professor, and I conversed in my reply to them. I said, I can't be, because I've not gone through the process of being a professor. The process through which people come into any place is far more fundamental than what they do thereafter. We must have people who have the moral authority because of the process to come into it. Shall, if we use the process we use today, tell me how we can tell the train robber, the kidnapper, that is in the room. Train will have no makers like that. I'm not against making calls. Everybody that is involved in this, even the two main contenders, I've always said, are my elder brothers. You know, the father, seniors, actually to my father, so I respect it. And I keep it down. And if they call me and want me to see them, I'll see them. But on this issue, I'm challenging the process.
Okay. We'll go from here. Please come outside. Maybe speaking is about the right aspect. My question is just about the judiciary. You're going to court. There have been concerns about the integrity of the judiciary. Do you believe you'll be able to get justice, given the questionable calls and decisions, especially of the apex?
Mr. Fidelis, there's no Nigerian who can say has been a beneficiary of judiciary more than me. And all this while they tell me about the integrity of the judiciary. From 2003, I've always been in the court. I was there 3 years to reclaim my mandate. I was there to come back from impeachment. I was there to do interpretation. I was there to challenge my second election. And in all, I've been successful. Without in any way compromising or doing the wrong thing. I can say it. I've never knowingly, and everybody can know, compromise any law officer, any judicial officer, anybody in process, because I believe they're doing their job. So I believe they know their customers in the other side. Mine is to do the right thing. And I'm not going there with the right thing. And what I'm going, I'm seeking who will benefit the future of their own children. So I'm sure they will do the right thing.
Okay. All right, just citizens. I'm coming to your side. Please.
My name is Peter Obi. I work for Theory Muscle America. And my question is, I've been speaking with observers and political experts who say that for you to be able to reclaim a mandate like you said has been taken from you, you need to prove abundantly enough that the suppression, voter suppression that has been alleged, the violence and everything that happened on Saturday was enough to sway the votes in your election. So do you have abundantly enough evidence to do so?
Well, let me again say it. We're not yet in court. That is why the court exists. And they've asked me to go to court. And I want to go to court. I don't want to answer questions on my way to court. I want to go to court.
Okay. All right, no problem. I wanted to travel this way, but I see your.
Some moments ago that you have been having meetings with a lot of people from the international community and maybe back home in Nigeria. Do you feel like you are under any pressure from anywhere?
Not at all. I can tell you, nobody will ever put me under pressure when I challenge his conduct, rascality, or illegal process. Because it's not about it's not about, you can't, how do you put the person who is doing kidnapping under pressure? Which attention, what is wrong? It is not about me, it's not about you, it's about the society our children will live in. And I want people to understand that I'm challenging a process that is false, a process that is wrong. It could be anybody. It is not about anything. So there's no pressure. Nobody else. And they know the mess.
Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Rena Okozeki. I work for Ghana Communications AIT. So I want to ask you, how are you engaging the international communities on the outcome of the election?
Thank you very much.
Quite frankly, I'm not there. Unless on invitation, I'm not engaging any international community or international body. Because I feel this is a Nigerian problem. And this is time we have to start solving our problem. Jobs have been conducted in all parts of Africa. We will walk through this darkness until day break. It's something. I know the court will do the right thing. Their children are involved. The future of their children are involved. I had experience today, just today, that I told the chairman, I choose, whenever I meet a young person, I want to know what that young person does. So you see me every day talking to young people. So just this morning, I went somewhere with the chairman, and a young lady was to board WhatsApp for me today too. I said, I will do it. She said she will do it. She was excited to do it. She was worried. And she said to me, she was almost in tears when I lost the election. And I said, so what's your name? She said she's this. Call that name. I said, so who are you? She said she's Nasarawa. So I said, where do you go to school? She said she went to University of Nasarawa. I said, so what do you do? She said she has no job. She graduated since 2018. I said, so what are you trying to do? She told me she's learned how to do baking. So why are you not baking instead of being here to do this? She said she doesn't have 75,000 naira to buy an oven.
Okay, so many people at the back there. So what I'm going to do is...
That's the life you get in Nigeria every day. People who don't have money to buy it.
Okay, so those are the backs. I recognize two people from the back so that you can, because of the time it takes you to move. You be coming, let me call someone here while you come.
Good morning. Yes, sir. My name is Dixon Irego. I anchor Nigeria right now. With the gloomy picture that is out there in our society, with the rot in the political space, where do you get your inspiration and your strength from? Nigeria for democracy.
Of course, I get my inspiration fixing from the young girl who doesn't have 75,000 naira to buy an oven. When people like me can sit down in a place and drink a bottle of wine that is costing that amount in the same country. When people like me have stolen billions of public money, that would have bought an oven for that young graduate. So that's where you get your inspiration. I said I want to build a new Nigeria where those youths will have hope, where they for them. But I can't build it, Dixon, unless I do the right things so that I can emulate how to do the right things. We cannot do it. We have to teach them how to do the right thing. Dixon, I have an opportunity to do what other people are doing. And you've seen it from my corporate world where I chair corporations, including Security and Exchange Commission, to my being governor of a state. I had an opportunity to do what other people are doing without them to do it. Because we have to live and show an example. And use the resources of the country, public resources, for public good. And ask those who have the opportunity of doing the right thing for the country to do the right thing. If we have a security man, he should do his job. If we have somebody to conduct the election, I've been an observer of election in some of the West African countries. Texting, it wasn't anything near this. Is this what we spend billions to do? Hey, wait a minute. We should have used that billions to do something else and announce what we announced. Because this young girl would have had an oven and then we'll do the announcement.
Okay. I hope you are not doing it.
Omla is my name. Timothy Ghana. You said that you were going to court. One, what are the reliefs that you are seeking? Then two, the ECOWAS and African Union Observer missions have described this election as generally fair. Do you ascribe to the suggestions of the reports describing the elections as generally fair?
Well, let me tell you, throughout my comments, I didn't want to mention comments of observers because if you choose it, there's so many other observers like European Union, EU, NRI, and so many who have said it did not meet the standards, who have said it's rich, who have said this. So let's not talk about what the observers are saying. Let's look at what Nigerians are saying. This is essentially a Nigerian problem, and I want to hear Nigerians. With all due respect to those who are visiting us, it's a Nigerian problem. I'm talking about what Nigerians feel. You're from Ghana. Is this fair in Ghana? Because you have, yeah. Just tell me, is this fair in Ghana? I just asked you a question. It is not. My brother, I've been to your country and I've witnessed the election. The earlier we start saying things are wrong when it's wrong, my brother Africa will be good. Yeah. It doesn't matter to me because it happened there. Don't be part of that. Africa needs to be fixed. And we all have to tell ourselves the truth. This is very unfair. It's the least expected of us. The other question you asked about going to court, I've told you, I cannot answer until I get to where I was asked to go. If I was asking a question that you're asking me here as I was coming here, will I still answer you? No. I was coming here to see just, and that's what I'm doing now.
Now, the last two.
No, just come. The lady who's calling me, come on.
You go there. You can go there and give it to them. Give it to them.
Your Excellency, good afternoon, sir. My name is Kingsley of the Daily Newspapers. And I wouldn't want to throw a popular fact now. My question to you would be, Nigeria has seen a lot, from the violence in the northeast to the killings in some other parts of the country. If, for the sake of peace, the person and the party that was declared to be the winner approaches you for a unity government, for the sake of peace, don't you think also should be shield and return the path of peace?
Let me say it again for purposes of your understanding. I have never, if you remember when I made my general comments, where is it? Please come, I want to be looking at you. Listen very carefully. When I made my general comments, if you recall, I did ask for people to go about peacefully. And since after that election, I have never done anything to show that I don't want peace. I believe in a very peaceful Nigeria. I've had several phone calls where I asked people to remain calm and peaceful. That has nothing to do with what I'm challenging. I'm challenging the process. If the process is faulty, it's faulty. In fact, you can't build peace on a faulty foundation. It's not happening anywhere in the world. You have to the foundation has to be right for peace to prevail. And that is what the foundation is, what I'm challenging. And I'm pleading with you. It's not about me, it's not about you. It's about the future of the society our children and future generations will live in. It has to be built on a foundation of honesty, transparency, justice, fairness. We went into an election where somebody said and promised and shouted, this is the route we are going to go. This is how we are going to go there. And we followed the track. All of us. Suddenly in that long distance journey. And it wasn't one day, and it wasn't quick. It lasted. Somebody jumped from me and claimed it's not about peace. There's a process of being anything you want to be. If you want to be a professor, you must go and be a lecturer, write thesis to be a professor. If you want to be a doctor, you go and read medicine. You cannot suddenly, from being a lawyer, and say conferred a doctorate degree. No. Lawyers go through law school. I can't be a lawyer. I cannot be awarded senior advocate today, no matter my knowledge of the law, because it is a process of being a senior advocate. Process is important, my brother. That's what makes the society. In this society, we have seen people suddenly become a senior advocate so that I go into law school. This journey, I'm totally committed to it. And I'll walk through with you. I know how disillusioned you are. Don't be. The people we're dealing with have made up their mind that we will succeed. We have also made up our mind that we will succeed. And I assure you that the will is bigger than that. The God we worship will see us through because you know we're doing the right thing. So let me re-emphasize. Go out massively on Saturday. Vote for the right persons. Vote for Labour Party. We are committed to this. I know it is not as easy as I said, because you're feeling, people see me now on the road. I was just telling somebody on my right that I've never had a position where I feel emotional, right? But I don't see people all over the place and young people, and they're crying and telling me, I'm going to leave this country. I can no longer stay. And I feel the pain. Just like I said, the young girl was crying today as she was trying to boil water and everything. But I'm preaching to all of them. Please stay. I'm not going to go away. I'm going to stay with you. And I assure you, we will overcome. They will be there when the day comes. But we will be there. Yeah.